Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about the upcoming transit of Venus in Gemini that's happening on the 26th of July and its impact on Sagittarius rising. Anybody with a Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius ascendant, Sagittarius lagna or moon in Sagittarius. This video is applicable for all of them. So guys, Venus, the planet of sensuality, the planet of love, the planet of romance, the planet of beauty, the planet that shines the most, the planet of charm, the planet of attraction. That Venus is now entering into your seventh house of your marriage. Okay, in conjunction with Jupiter. So when these two biggest benefics, one being the guru of demons, which is Venus, and other one Jupiter being the guru of Devtas. When both the gurus they come together, they form an extremely auspicious yoga for wealth. Okay, that's called as Lakshmi Narayan yoga. This yoga is getting formed into your house of marriage. Okay, so guys, this is an extremely auspicious time for you. Okay, I would request you to watch this video till the end because this video will give you a lot of insights about what is coming, in terms of this particular transit of Venus. So before I talk about what is coming in terms of this transit, let me just walk you through on what kind of areas are controlled by Venus and areas controlled by Jupiter in your chart. So Venus lords the sixth house of your debts, of your enemies, of your competition. Okay, Venus lords the 11th house of your gains, your long-term desires, your wish fulfillment. Okay, now Jupiter is the lord of your ascendant, as well as Jupiter is the lord of your fourth house, which is the house of your home, the house of your mother. Now let's talk about what is this transit bringing for you. So guys, Venus, as I said, Venus and Jupiter are both coming together in your seventh house of marriage. Okay, so guys, Venus is a planet meant for sensuality. Okay, now if you look at a female's chart, you look at Jupiter as her spouse. You assess the strength of Jupiter as her spouse. Okay, if you look at a male's chart, you look at the strength of Venus as the spouse of a male. Now, both these, significators for marriage, they are now coming into the house of your marriage, which means, love, romance, sensuality, your intimate relationship with your spouse with this movement of Venus would be at its optimum. Blissful time in terms of your, intimate relations with your spouse. Blissful time, blissful period, guys. Okay, now the second thing is, this is the house for sexual organs also. Now, in case somebody have some issues around their sexual energy, this is the time that they would feel they have the optimum energy. Okay, so in terms of your intimate relations with your spouse, this is a blissful time, guys. Okay, now the next thing, this is about your business. This is the house for your business partnership. So again, with these two biggest benefits coming together, in your partnership business would be at its optimum level. It would you see a lot of expansion coming in, more clients, more contracts you would sign, more new customers, more net sales, more profit, expansion of your business, adding more products, adding more services. So great times in terms of your partnership business. Okay. Now, the next thing is people who are wanting to get into a partnership business, it's an excellent time for them. People who are single and, planning to get married or looking for marriage, this is an ideal time, guys. There is a very high probability that you will find your spouse during this time. Okay. When after the 26th of July. So great times in terms of that. Now, next is this house. If you see, this is 10th from the profession, 10th from the 10th house. So which means if you're looking for some kind of a designation, maybe at your work, okay, or maybe in some social setup, if you're looking for some kind of a designation, maybe in for example, something like a social setup or some kind of an NGO or anywhere, if you're looking for some kind of a designation, that is also possible with this, transit of Venus. So that's mostly about the seventh house, guys. Now let's move on to the houses which are ruled by Venus. So 11th house. So guys, 11th house is the house of your network your network and your connections, which means your professional network, your social network. Okay, it's the house of your gains. It is the house of your long-term desire. It is the house of your wish fulfillment. So with this movement of Venus, guys, I would say any of your long-term desire you had or you have, you would see that desire getting fulfilled. So this is the time when you would experience gains. Gains through your social network, gains through your professional network, gains through your mother, gains in terms of real estate, gains in terms of your vehicles. Okay, gains through your spouse. Even during this time, in case your spouse, okay, he or she is not working right now, and they're looking for employment. Now this is the time, when they will get an employment also, when they will start working, they will get a job. This is also seen because you have to ultimately gain. This is the time for gains. And whatever houses that are connected, there would be gains in terms of those houses. Okay, so this is also seen. So in terms of gains, it's a beautiful time. All your wish would get fulfilled. All your long-term desires you would get fulfilled. So that's mostly about the 11th house. Now let's move to the ascendant. Okay, guys, you are an ascendant which is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is is transiting in your 7th house in conjunction with Jupiter. In conjunction with Venus. So, guys, Jupiter, where it transits or where it sits, it's not that auspicious as compared to where it gives an aspect. So, on your ascendant, which is your physical existence, okay, which is the body which you take inside the washroom, which is your social image, like your, everything around your body, around your physical existence. One, Jupiter is giving an aspect on its own house. Two, it's Jupiter's 7th aspect on your ascendant. Three, it's along with Jupiter, Venus is giving the aspect. I said it's the most beautiful planet. So for females, it's beauty at its peak. For male, it's handsome, or whatever you call it, handsome. So in terms of your beauty, in terms of your charm, in terms of your attraction, in terms of your magnetism, okay, in terms like the way you would attract opposite sex towards you, because that's Venus. Okay, in terms of your elegance, it would be at its peak. It's a Venus aspect. Okay, it would be at its peak. So each and everything around your beauty. Okay, because this is Venus, guys. Okay, each and everything, your health, your vitality, each and everything about your everything, not just physical beauty, your mental state of mind, your will to win, your positivity, each and every area you would see optimum level of you would be see at your optimum level of positivity. Your will to win, your determination. Jupiter's aspect means your knowledge, your confidence. You people are like gurus yourself because you are ruled by Jupiter. You love to, be in a position of a guru, to be in a position of a preacher, or some position and into an authoritative position, in terms of position of consultant, or where people would come to take your suggestions. You love that. So this is the time you would see that kind of respect, that kind of acknowledgement you're getting from the world, from the people around you. So beautiful times in terms of your ascendant. You would be like your charisma, your magnetic attraction you would possess with this movement of Venus. The two biggest benefits are giving the aspect on you. So like beautiful time in terms of your own personality, on your own, or your self image, on the way the world would perceive you. So beautiful time in terms of that. Okay, now let's come to the 4th house, which means, guys, gain through home. Okay, you may buy a new home. 4th house is your home. 4th house is your mother. 4th house is your vehicle, and 4th house is your contentment. So there's a possibility you may buy a new home. Okay, there's a possibility that you may go for a renovation because it is Venus. I'm sorry, because this has connection with the Venus. There is a possibility that you go for some ultra luxury, interiors. You may go for some ultra luxury furniture. Okay, there is a possibility that you may go for some ultra luxury, paintings, artwork. Okay, anything related to Venus. You know, something around the decor. I mean, some very luxurious items. You may add in your home. That is also seen. You may go for a home renovation. That is also seen. You may go for an ultra luxury car. That is also seen. Okay, now in terms of your relationship with your mother would be excellent. You would gain from your mother. Okay, her health would be excellent. And in terms of your own, because that's the house of your happiness. So your state of mind, your happiness, your contentment would be at its optimum level, guys. It's a very blissful period. Okay, now let's come to the sixth house, which is the house of your debts, which is the house of your enemies, which is the house of your competition, which is the house of your daily routine. So, guys, in terms of your enemies, I would say, or enemies, yeah, or competitors at work. So this is the time you would overpower them with your beauty, you would overpower them with your charm, with your communication, with your knowledge. Okay, this is the time you would see you would defeat your enemies with your charm, or there could be a possibility those enemies they become your friends, they join your gang. That is also seen. So that's Venus. That's the power of charm. That's the power of the communication of Venus. Okay, and that's the intelligence of Jupiter, the knowledge of Jupiter, where the competitors, would feel you superior. Okay, in terms of you looking for any kind of a competition, guys, any competition, be it your competition at work, where you have to give some, written exam or some, interview around your IJP. In terms of anything you're looking for a job outside your organization, okay, and you have to compete with people. Like, there are 5, 6 people applying for that job and you are also going there. In terms of, you're a student, you're applying for some kind of a, competitive exam, or maybe, as a working professional, you want to upgrade yourself and you're giving for some higher studies competition. Guys, you are unbeatable during this time. Okay. That's also your daily routine. Okay. Your daily routine, you would develop some kind of a workout. You would include some kind of a physical activity, and your daily routine would be excellent. And that is why that's why the logic is your married life would be blissful, because the first condition is you should be healthy to be able to enjoy the married life at its peak. So that's also seen. So I mean, guys, in terms of your debts, I mean, you would be able to handle your debt very, very well. So that's mostly I wanted to talk. So I just want to add here one thing. In the previous video, somebody commented like, "How can it be so good? I mean, how can it's so nice?" Yes, it is like this. Yes, it is so nice, and this is not just for you, Sagittarius people. It is these are two biggest benefits coming together. So this is all 12 signs who will see the prosperity and the bliss of this beautiful transit. So, I mean, great times ahead, guys. All the best. So Sagittarius people, one thing I would like to add here, that I have shared my contact details. I have shared my email address. Anyone wants to connect with me on a one-to-one discussion regarding their chart, they can connect with me on my WhatsApp or on my email. Now, one thing here is who gets this impact. Okay, Sagittarius rising, passing through Jupiter times, right? That is Jupiter Mahadasha or Jupiter Antardasha. Sagittarius rising passing through Venus times, Venus Mahadasha or Venus Antardasha. You would see 100% of these impacts happening. Okay, if you're not passing through with Jupiter Mahadasha or Antardasha or Venus Mahadasha or Antardasha, okay, then the impact would be little milder. I mean, based on the current times, current Mahadashas, and the periods you're passing through with. So that's mostly what I wanted to talk about this video, guys. So people, if you have liked this, Sagittarius people, if you've liked this video, I would request you to press the subscription, okay, to press the bell notification, okay, and to also write a comment. That really, validates my effort. And also, if you have any questions, around this transit related to you, please write it in the comment. Okay, but this should be related to the transit, guys. Okay, please write in the comment. I will respond back to you, and it would be like, I will add something that is of value for you. So that's mostly for this video, guys. Thanks for your time, and you have a great evening. Thank you.